we are. The one I gotta work on, cause what I just dropped, 16, 17, yeah, we got 17, 18, ain't I? So it's 19.
It's 19.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Garage Talk Podcast, episode 19. It's your boy VA, the nigga with the white wife.
And it's your boy Black Curse, the nigga rising American.
And we back at it.
Yes, sir.
We good with you, homie.
Shit, chillin'. Your boy engaged now.
Congratulations. Round of applause for the people. Fuck y'all. Congratulations. How I feel being engaged.
I feel good. Feel good.
Feel the same, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Same.
Change.
Any different things you gotta do different than that?
We just get more freakier. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Damn, I had that mask on.
That shit real. I saw. I was gonna say something, but I was like,
Why you ain't say nothing, nigga?
it's back to your jersey.
Oh yeah, I gotta show the people. That's your boy Black Curse. Number one.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to do it, man. St. Louis. It's a good representation too. Like, oh yeah, that's where we started. Like, I've been watching the whole Nelly shit. And so, like, they was talking about styles of dress and shit and everything like that. And, you know, them wearing them Cardinals jerseys and Rams jersey. And one of the niggas was like, he was like, shit, we the one that kind of brought that to St. Louis. Like, niggas wasn't really dressing like that. And no shit. Nah.
I think I was the first. Like I saw them niggas first. Like I was like, oh shit, that style hard. That's
Yeah.
niggas rocking in St. Louis.
Yeah, he was like, nah, nigga.
First nigga doing that shit.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because even like my girl, when I was watching the older videos and shit, she was like, I always thought the people in St. Louis or the way they dress and they style, I thought it was always cool. And I was like, that's funny because like after that happened, then everybody was on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So was y'all rocking Air Force Ones before he hit that song or nah?
Not really, not like that. I mean, like, nah, I don't recall people wearing it like that.
I wonder where he went. Where did he go? And he was like, nigga, these hoes hard. Nigga, we don't rock these hoes in St. Louis like that. And he took it back to St. Louis. Was them hoes popping in St. Louis after he did that song?
Hell yeah.
Like everybody rocking them hoes.
Everybody start rocking them hoes. But you know, another thing I think too, like, sometimes it don't even... I will say this. Like, I was telling my girl, I was like, one thing I will say about, like, the difference, like, between, like, artistry here in Dallas and, like, artistry in St. Louis is I always feel like it's a lot of creative people in St. Louis. From styles of dress, from just music. I can't, like, here, I'll be honest with you, the vibe is, like, street nigga music. That's what everybody on, you know what I'm saying? In St. Louis, bro, every period that I could think of where motherfuckers just out giving their CDs, when you get that CD, ain't no fucking telling what you finna get. You may finna get some soulful shit. You may get some Janelle Monáe type shit.
Is that now? Is that now? Or like, are you going back to a time when you thinking back in the day?
Back in the when I was there. You know what I'm saying? It was even, I'm gonna say 2009, 2010, 2000, you know what I'm saying, when I was in the college up there.
I just think, but I guess when you saying that,
yeah,
that goes with the times, right? That's
yeah.
like when the Kanye's and all them niggas, that shit start flipping a little bit, right? Like that's when the trend started changing.
Wait, I say this, when I came here,
it was still like that down here.
Yeah, they was still on street shit. They was never like, they never to me was on that Kanye West vibe.
Oh no,
never.
I'm not saying that at all. No.
Never, like no sense of up there.
None of the Dallas rappers, they don't blow up. All of them rap about the same shit.
Yeah. Nah, it was never like in St. Louis. It's like even just on the underground level, when a nigga say, "Oh, I do music," and you hear that music, I never really get different. I always be like, "Oh, y'all kind of following the trends," or you know what I'm saying. In St. Louis, like when I tell you, bro, it's like a motherfucker give you a CD, you don't know what you finna get. You don't know if you finna get some conscious shit. You don't know if you finna get some soulful shit.
So, when you first met me and you heard my shit, did you think it was more like, what you think of gangster type shit or like?
A little bit of mixture.
A little bit of mixture.
And then another thing.
I'd rather hear that because I don't want to, my own life.
Yeah.
I don't want to be classified in that.
Nah, cause like how I put it. y'all shit like was more like chill. I got more smoking weed type vibe and just chilling than anything, and maybe a couple little street things you did or been in or whatever. But like I didn't get like, but too, I got more rapping like lyrical ability from you. But I think a lot of that too stems from Chicago. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like when you said I do get like a Midwestern vibe in your shit. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like niggas that I heard that rap from Dallas, it'd be like straight hardcore, that shit. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, like I was like, you know, it's a lot of people in St. Louis that are like really creative, and it's just one of those places where I feel like doors. I don't know how to explain it. Like the door to me, I just feel like the door really never was swung open.
So, do you feel, and speaking for niggas in St. Louis generally, do they feel like Nelly opened the door, or when the door closed the hole behind him?
Yeah, they think he closed
the hole behind him.
Everybody, you want me to tell you something? Everybody think that in St. Louis.
Yeah. That's why I always think, I was like, I ain't never heard no other St. Louis artists come after him when he was boom, 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 when he was banging like that. Yeah. You heard about the niggas, his clique Ali and and Murphy.
That's what I was talking about, Ali.
But like, you didn't hear like no other niggas from nowhere come like to like keep that momentum going. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like he was like, I'm gonna keep this shit for myself.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, even to this day, niggas still have a problem with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's me personally. I think it's weird, and the reason why I think it's weird because like that mentality in St. Louis has always been there. Like where it's like, you should do something for us, or you should like. I feel like that a lot with their artists, and I feel like that's why. Nah, I don't really get that vibe in Dallas.
Well, I mean, we ain't had no artists that really blew up.
Yeah.
He ain't like that. He big, but he ain't no fucking Nelly.
Hell
you know
no.
what I'm saying? He ain't no nigga that he ain't no room like like Nelly on some country shit. Like he on some more shit where he can like he got some power.
But like too, and me and my mom, she disagrees with me totally.
About Nelly?
Yeah. She like, nah, nigga should did something. He should did more than what he did. You know what I'm saying?
I think the reason he didn't, and go back to the time. Like the niggas wasn't on that type of shit.
Yeah.
Like if you got on from your city, nigga, like nigga catch up.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and even for like when I heard like Murphy Lee was like, I was never signing Nelly. And he was like, two, you gotta think like everybody want Nelly to be like Rick Ross. He's like, Nelly never presented that image to you. Nelly never presented he was the boss, he was the king of the Lou. He was like, he never presented that to you, bro. He never gave you that rap mogul identity. Like, so y'all basically try to mad at a nigga because he ain't a certain mogul, or you know what I'm saying? And me personally, like when I was listening to Nelly, this is the way I feel about all that shit. He did what he had to do to get to where he got to.
No doubt. I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Flat out with no industry ties, no, you know, St. Louis in the middle of the map, very small city, like, you know what I'm saying? So he did that shit, and they did that shit, right? And then too, if you take and to be considerate of it, it low key did open the doors, cause Chingy did come out. Chingy started out with Ali, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know this story. I just learned that.
That's what I was trying to think of other artists that came him now. You say
Chingy, Jaquan, oh boy, they got killed in Kinlock. What's his name? Huey. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, growing up in St. Louis, that shit was on MTV. You know, these niggas' music was
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like, and I think that is due to Nelly. You know what I'm saying? But I think
now that you say that, I guess niggas respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to open more doors. That's what I get.
Yeah,
that's enough right there. Cause them niggas supposed to open the doors as well, but they didn't go as further as Nelly. Like, they open the doors for you niggas to go further than me.
Yeah,
but you niggas kind of went one hit wonders and like flopped, and now y'all blaming Nelly for that shit.
Yeah, no.
He opened the door.
Yeah, he opened it.
Put it like that. He opened it, bro.
Yeah, he opened it. He brought, and even Ali was saying like, with Chingy getting signed, he was like, what happened? Ludacris and the whole music industry come to St. Louis looking for talent. And I do remember that because Mike would go and stand in line to try to get signed by Ludacris or this person or that person. They had that happening in St. Louis at one point. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I think like that mentality I feel like is what fucks niggas over. Because I feel like you have to have that mentality like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do this. I'm going to work it. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna say it's niggas that make music in St. Louis and you don't work it yourself. You're not on Instagram every day. You're not shooting an ass a video. It's one nigga that's a young nigga that I knew that I've heard about. It's popping. He was saying, he was like, I know artists in St. Louis, but when he was telling his story, he was like, shit, it was like this. He was like, shit, I was literally working at, I'm just gonna say Twin Peaks. My little, you know, that's my little bullshit ass job. I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay this. I gotta do whatever. My car breaking down. But shit, when it came to the man shooting my video, I got all this money. He said, you know, every week I'm going, paying whatever little price that is, I'm paying that so he can shoot my video. He was like, and then it get to a point where I'm coming to the nigga so much that he just like, he giving me plays now. He's like, but what these niggas want, and this nigga young, he like 19, 20, he young talking about this shit. And the nigga was like, but you niggas want to go to these niggas and y'all want to play off the rip.
Nigga ain't gain no trust, no loyalty, none of this.
No, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, bro. So, and it's that type of mentality I think takes you a bit farther than you know what I'm saying? I just make music and my music good. And that's the thing. Like when I went to St. Louis last time, and I was with my cousin. We chilling in the studio with other rappers and other people and shit. That music sound fucking good. Like yeah, like all them niggas that Logan is around, they music not whack. and the crazy thing about that is like Logan to feature these niggas on his song, right? That's some rap shit, or it's a sound or whatever. When I heard that shit, like what I was saying earlier, that shit totally different. Totally, like it's totally like this nigga. One nigga I was like, this nigga sound like a goddamn R&B singer. Like you know what I'm saying, like an actual soulful R&B, and that nigga's hitting his notes like that and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what his music really sound like. You know what I'm saying? And it's like other people that was there, it's like they was playing that music and it's like that shit hard. It's like, but I kind of be getting that vibe where it's like niggas just ain't well endowed of you really, like when you creating, when you producing, nigga, you gotta really stand on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say stand on your shit, like really have that strong foundation of you're working constantly. You're constantly putting shit out. You traveling. You get what I'm saying? You going to other markets. It ain't just sit in the motherfucking studio and produce a song and put it up. That doesn't work that way.
I think it does, man.
You think so?
I don't know. Just think about it.
Okay.
Especially with COVID and shit, they ain't traveling.
Yeah, well, with
doing shows.
Hold on. But ain't no really new artists popping if you noticed.
No, they not.
No. The ones that is really gaining traction are the niggas that kind of did this shit before COVID.
It makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? And then I take, for instance, like, we love to hate 6ix9ine, right? I just seen this documentary on Showtime. Yeah.
Hard documentary. I like it.
But even with that, he even said in the documentary, they had him saying in the documentary, it's a nigga at your job who rap better than me. But he don't work harder than me. And I was like, that shit's so real. Even with the clothing shit, the being outlandish.
And the wife got into it, but like we had a discussion. And I was like, low key, that nigga a genius. And I was like, low key, like he know how to play off of people's feelings, emotions, and all. And he know he's not the best rapper. He knew that from like you can tell from a young age, just the clothes he wore. Like he knew that shock value can get you fame and get you far. He knows that, like, and he know how to play that shit to a T. Like, and I mean that's his that's his superpower. Like,
yeah.
Like some people can't do that shit. Some people don't have the guts to do it or nuts to do it or don't want to do it. Like that ain't for me, but that's his shit.
That's
like,
his shit.
That's why he got to where he got. Right. You know, I was like, I was like, it's no different from him. Like, it's just what he used his power for.
Yeah.
Did he use it for good or bad?
Yeah.
He used it to get where he got, and he didn't use that shit for evil.
Yeah.
He could have used it for good. He could have still been a marketable dude. Like, it's just what you use that shit for, and he used it for the wrong fucking reasons. Like, but he's fucking genius to me. Like, but I don't condone the shit.
Yeah.
Like, but like, nigga.
Yeah, and I'm saying like take away the bullshit, the snitching.
Yeah.
If you take all that away, even if like the nigga who was his barber was like, he was like, he used to tell me this, and you know he would do all these outlandish things. He was like, but he organized for these nice cars to come to do this and
on the block, shut down the block.
Shut down the block, bro. And he not even.
He young, bro. Like,
yeah, like you know what I'm saying,
and that's the quality. Like, that's a good quality. Like,
yeah.
Even though he doing all this fuck shit, but that if you can look past all that shit and see like the bits and pieces, like the nuggets in that shit, like that's a young man out here in New York got cars, Lambos, all different cars on the strip with that bitch shut down. But y'all niggas talking about the other shit, like, oh, how'd you do that?
Yeah, bro, how did
you do that? Like, whoa.
And that's be my things to like other artists.
No doubt.
Do that shit. And cause like he telling you he poor, he was broke. It's a way for that shit to be done. Real talk. Like that ain't no.
No doubt, bro.
That ain't no like that like his organization. And I ain't gonna lie, it's certain artists that I really feel that from. Like it'd be like, yeah, the music good, but it's like, bro, it's when you shoot a video. What is your vision of the song? They have no vision.
Like on 6ix9ine shit when he was saying what that 6ix9ine meant, I was like, that shit hard. He was like, yeah, if you sitting around from a rich person and a poor person, you wouldn't know the difference. Like it's both of them look the same. He was like, you wouldn't know. If he looking that way and I'm looking, that's why it's upside down. He was like, shit, like ain't no difference between us. You just got more money.
Yeah.
And I was like, that shit hard. Like I wouldn't have thought that you would all the shenanigans and shit.
Nah,
I wouldn't have thought you thought that far on that 6ix9ine shit. I wouldn't have thought you thought that much in it. He was like, and I was just like, that shit hard.
Nah, it fucked me up too. Like I ain't gonna lie, and when all that shit was going on, what fucked me up? One of the most things that fucked me up was he was shooting niggas videos.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
That to me let me know you on a whole nother.
Then, like you can just like he don't know. Like when he was young, he went and bought a computer and started doing software like doing it to himself. Like he been doing this shit. Like, so like he was on a whole nother thing.
He was on a whole nother thing. You know.
He know what he wanted. Bro,
he know what he wanted, and that be the thing, bro. It'd be like, nah, bro, you got to do that type of shit. Like that shit to me. Like I remember I was listening to a P Diddy thing because they had like this music conference shit. And in a music conference, he was like, what people fail to realize is like music is only 10% of this shit. Mm-hmm. The other 90% is the art, like that shit, the organization, the putting shit together. Like, I think even with the podcast, I think that's what we both like.
Our contact, our music, all that shit is it's just the
organization and putting this shit together and making plays and doing this and traveling and meeting people, and that's way more important than the music. Cause like his music I don't think his music is fire at all. Even the music that I heard, I didn't think it was good at all. Nope. I just think that it's just like for instance, for him to be like, nigga, they all saying this, they saying it on some like, you know, they mad at him type shit, but the nigga brought red bandanas. It's niggas who bloods who wouldn't think like that.
Yeah.
That nigga had the foresight to say, okay, nigga, y'all bloods, we claiming this shit, whoop, 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 nigga, we gotta blast this shit. We gotta show nigga we affiliated. And there's niggas who are really affiliated who don't do that shit at all. And I feel say you can do that shit and it actually really be about the music. You know what I'm saying? It's just marketing. It's just a whole nother ball game, you know. When you think of like when I think of 6ix9ine, I think of Nipsey Hussle too. Mm-hmm. And when I say with the Crenshaw,
he used his powers for the good.
For the good, you know what I'm saying? It was the same concept, the same. You know, when I watched that little animation thing they did on him.
On Nipsey.
Yeah, it was dope. It tells where he, like, it talks about when he was broke, when he was making the songs, the people that was around, the fucking studio they was at. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch that shit, like when you listen to that shit, it's like Nipsey wasn't really paid up like that. But that nigga was just had the smarts, nigga. Oh, I'm gonna get this Mercedes Benz, and I'm gonna ride around the neighborhood. It's really the shock value, the floss, motherfuckers seeing you flossing, but it's like, nigga, this nigga got a fucking studio at, I think the building is called Wilshire or some shit. They like, man, one nigga say, bro, we would stay at the studio, bro. He's like, shit, like, it was roach infested. So what we would do is, like, if you slept there and you slept on the floor, you had to pour board exit around you.
Right,
so they won't come fuck with you. Bruh. How many of you niggas is on that type of shit?
That's why I don't know. It don't bother me, but like the niggas that I know that want to do rap but don't have nowhere to record, they don't want to fuck with me. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, if you really want, like, you can just come over here and record and take your shit, sit somewhere and get it mixed and mastered. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Just niggas want that, like, I gotta be in that nice studio, right shit. But niggas hear our music or what some shit like that shit sound good. I done that shit at the house.
Yeah.
In my garage, the shit that you come over and I fuck with and I tinker into it, it sounds okay, bro. Like,
yeah.
Like, I ain't finna let not having the money or not having all this bullshit stop me
and
from making a song, bro.
All that shit capped me, because, like, even listening to Nipsey Hussle's story, he was saying that, like, for instance, like, the last album he did, right? I don't know if you know Ali. Ali produced from what's that? TD, Top Dog Entertainment. He's the mixing and mastering of all the TDE artists. And he started from ground zero with them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So when Nipsey Hussle made his last album, he went to Ali or whatever, and he was telling him, like, shit, fuck that shit, bro. Like, I do this shit on my own. We mix and master our own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nipsey that?
No, Nipsey was telling him that. And Ali was like, nah, my nigga, like, it's a difference. Like, that shit cool. Like, that shit cool for like, a mixtape or, you know what I'm saying? That shit cool for what you did and how you did it. But to get that shit to get to Kendrick Lamar level, to get it to the bigger dog level, nigga, nah, you know what? Matter of fact, give me the shit. He put his stamp on that shit. Nipsey was like, it's a big difference. It's a big difference from you doing it. And what I'm saying is, like, my nigga, for him to even get to that level, to talking to this nigga and all that shit, nigga, you have to start doing the shit your goddamn self first and then get to that level. And let a motherfucker have to tell you, you been grinding so long and been doing shit so long that you so fucked up, like, no, nigga, you know. And then a nigga who's broke that pain has to tell you, like, hey, nah, nigga, you gotta do it this way now. You on another level now, nigga. That shit kind of old news now, nigga. You need to do this, but you gotta get to that level. No doubt. And that's the point that I be trying to get motherfuckers to understand. Nigga, you gotta get to that level, bro.
Yeah, niggas don't understand that shit.
Yeah, you can't go from
0 to 10.
Yeah, no, nigga, no, you have to do that.
All rock, then run, nigga.
And that's why I don't get that shit. Even like, you know, like I always say with this shit, that's what it is. I mean, we starting from ground zero.
No, it's like let's do a podcast and just
yeah.
Ground zero.
The next one gonna be horrible. As far as like, I don't have the audio. I don't even have the audio when we say it's your boy Black Curse, the nigga Ross American. You know, VA the nigga with the. I don't have that shit.
I got it though, bro.
You do?
It was from the last podcast?
No, not the last one.
Which
the
one?
one before that.
Yeah, I record all of them.
Okay.
I keep this up.
Bet.
I should the one with Alton?
No,
not
that
before that one.
The one before that. The one with Alton, cool.
Okay.
This shit straight. I knew I wasn't gonna.
What episode? The episode with Alton was what?
18.
So it'll be 7. You talking about 17?
Yeah, 17.
Okay.
Yeah, cause like when I was doing that shit, I could not find the audio, video. But you know what was crazy, and that was what was taking me so long, and I was just sitting at home and I was like, damn, what the fuck can I do with this shit? I was like, I don't want to just skip to 18. That wouldn't be cool. And then I was like, shit, nigga, go with your go with your creative mindset of. I had told some nigga the other day, I was like, motherfuckers can talk shit or whatever, but I was like, when it comes to this podcast shit, my thing is, and I learned this from a friend, you just have to produce it. Mm-hmm. And you literally just have to put it out. Mm-hmm. And whatever, like, you just have to put the audio out. And if you got footage with it, cool. If you don't, but all you got to do is literally edit that shit and put that shit out. And that's all it is to it. And I was like, damn, I need to actually take my advice. With 17, just put the shit out. Put what you got out there. Yeah. And that'll be, that's that. That's that. Okay. And then you go to the next one.
On to the next, bro.
And I was like, you can be creative. You can do the shit how you was doing it and put the shit out. And it's still.
That's how I feel with that video I just done. Like the green screen. I saw parts were like, oh shit, it's just a green screen. No video here or nothing. I was like, but it's out. Like, shit, I know for next time, like, I'm gonna get crispy or like I'm gonna sharpen up.
Yeah, bro.
Like that next time. It's gonna be a little nicer.
You gonna do that. And I ain't gonna lie, I still came in here fucked up because I ain't got the batteries. The battery gonna die and shit and all that type of. But that's the beautiful thing about it. Is that I feel like at this stage, bro, this shit is so fun.
I think niggas scared of their mistakes.
Yeah.
Niggas scared to fail.
Man.
I don't say I like failing, but like, man, helps you, bro. Like,
man, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody I know, an artist, called me the other day. He was like, yeah, you know, shit, yeah, man, I don't put the music out right now. Cause, you know, somebody said that, you know, it took too long for the beat to kick in. And, you know, it was somebody's advice. Now I'm going to take it. I said, okay, whatever. He was like, you know, play it and see what people think. I'm kind of like, bro, I don't, honestly, bro, I go to work and come home. Like, real shit. I'm not trying to be funny, not trying to say, like, bro, I don't, no, nigga, put the shit out. Personally, to me, like, put the shit, like, me and you been doing this shit for so long. That nigga really fuck everybody opinion at this point. What do you lose? You're not Drake where you got a record label that got $100 million behind you and alright, before we put this shit out because we gotta protect our investment, let's see what the motherfuckers in the office think first. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I like to just put shit out.
Yeah.
And let you give my opinion afterwards. Because if I give it to you and be like, let you listen to it, and then be like, start having these opinions, and you start like, I'm not finna listen. I'm gonna put it out and let you talk then what I could have done this. Okay, alright, but it's out. So I can't go back and do all this shit now. So I just need you to tell me how the song is. I don't care about like this. Like,
and a matter of factly for me, I just say with this podcast shit, I don't give a fuck if you watch my podcast and you say, we need to talk about this topic, do this better. Like, fuck all that shit, nigga. We talked about what the fuck we wanted to talk about. And if you fuck with it, watch the shit and keep watching the shit. If you don't fuck with it, turn your bitch ass on.
Straight up, bro.
Period. It ain't for you.
This is our shit. This is our vibe. We do this shit how we want to do it.
It's that simple, dog.
300 motherfucking million people in this world. I'm pretty sure a million people got some vibes like us. So
yeah, and
that million.
and I'm be honest, I'm pretty sure it's a nigga that got one vibe like you. Go find that nigga. But nigga, don't be over here chastising my shit, cause nigga, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know why niggas don't understand that shit.
No, bro, like, no, fam, like, no, nigga.
I do me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't tell niggas how to do them. Like,
no, bro.
I do me. Like, me and niggas, like, I don't know, like, we get into it. I get into it, but it's like, niggas see that I'm gonna do me.
Damn.
I'm gonna let you sway me. Like,
nah,
I'm gonna do me, bro. Like, you don't see me trying to sway you to do something. I might joke around and say, like, what you do to shrooms and shit, but, like,
yeah,
I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't going unless you really, really want to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I know this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, and I know who you are. Like, wow.
Yeah, it ain't no.
I know you dealing with.
It be like motherfuckers could say like, oh, this nigga got on green pants with a light blue shirt and yeah, right. But for me, nigga, on my podcast, this is what I want to wear. And on top of this shit symbolized something. I come from St. Louis. So me wearing the jersey is like really just saying that like this podcast comes from a person that's from St. Louis, so that energy is in me, and I want to show that representation of it.
Yeah, niggas don't see that nigga from St. Louis. Shit.
Yeah, you know,
it's
a representation, bro. So like, you know, and I think like too with niggas, just that type of shit you need to put in your shit. Like when I was talking about with other artists and shit, like when I was saying like with artists and nigga, it's so much about who you are that nigga, when it comes to your motherfucking music, show that shit visually. Show what, like, you know, I ain't saying you gotta wear no designer clothes, nigga. You can wear a little jersey like this, or I'm just saying you can wear something that you said. Hell, it could be a Pikachu.
You got your own style, bro.
Yeah, you
like,
know.
Both of us got our own.
Yeah.
Like you said, nigga, like this what you want to write.
Yeah, but you could be a person that you used to watch Pikachu as a kid. I didn't like Pikachu.
But there's some motherfuckers out here that fuck with it.
That fuck with it. That'd be like, oh, when they see you got some symbol that you was like, oh, this is my childhood, woo woo woo, or whatever. It's a nigga that can identify with that. Yeah.
It's a fan. You gotta identify with people.
Yeah, bro. That's how that shit go.
That's how I feel. Shit. I think the motherfuckers out here that be like me, man, nigga, I don't care about all of this Honda shit, nigga. I'm dressing like that. I'm chill, nigga. I'm cool, nigga. Like shit.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. One of my partners showed me some red bottom shoes the other day.
Oh, ugly.
No, they was nice. I ain't gonna lie. Them was fly. They was fly. But I'm thinking like red bottom gonna be like red. The whole entire shoe is gonna be red. Man, it was like a little strap and it was red. And I was like, okay. So just to talk shit to say I got some red bottom shoes, I got a little strap that's red bottom, and them hoes $2,500. Man, fuck that shit.
I ain't saying fuck that shit, but like if I got it, I rock it.
Yeah.
I need it. But nigga, $2,500 on some shoes right now, I can't do it, bro. Like
fuck that
shit. I can't do it. That's some more equipment. That shit promoting my music. Like I can understand if that's why I can't do the shit for the image. Like,
yeah.
These hoes at 25 just for this shock value. Like
man, you know what's hilarious to me too about that shit is like $2,500. Like honestly, V, let's be real. $2,500. I had a motherfucker tell me one time like, yeah, I like to look like money. No cap, bro. It's no cap, fam. I like to look like money.
But you live like what?
So I like to make money, and I'm just gonna say you like to look like money, so you buy some $1,200 shoes, or you buy some $2,500 shoes. I was like, realistically, bro, that's really not a whole lot of money. Nigga get
that's a lot of money, fool.
No, bro, like. Literally, when I see some shit like that, I just know you ain't got $2,500 because they on your goddamn feet. You probably do got $2,500, but I know that $2,500 you spent on them shoes.
You robbed Peter to pay Paul, nigga. Yeah. Went off some type of shit. Like,
they gone. You know what I'm saying? That $2,500 that's on your feet is gone, nigga. So I know that for a fact.
Yeah, right.
Period.
I always tell niggas, fool, if you can't buy your mama a house, nigga, you ain't got no money. That's not. If you got money, fool, you can buy your mama a house, fool.
Bro, I was laughing at this shit. I fuck with Sauce Walker, man. I fuck with that. That's I fuck with that shit. But it was this nigga named Charleston White, right? Did you look him up?
I know you talking about that. Y'all look that nigga up. Boy, that nigga be talking mad shit. He don't give a damn. Sam, even as soon as you text me that shit, Sam, I went over his house. He hit me with that. You know, Charles, like, so Kurt just text me about this nigga, bro. Like, that nigga wild.
So that nigga had, who is it? Rizzo from TSM from South Walker Camp or whatever. Had the nigga, they was talking this shit. And that nigga, to me personally, I felt like Rizzo was getting mad. Let me see if this camera still on. I feel like Rizzo was getting mad. And that nigga was like, Trust why was telling him, nigga, you ain't never gave your mama no money.
Hey, bro.
I was hollering. And it was like everything that nigga was saying, bro, was like, I just felt like that nigga was low key like, That shit true, nigga. Stop.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Like niggas be stunned, like fool. I be thinking that shit. I be like, bro, like really, bro, like I know, bro. I ain't dropping my mama money off like I really need to be, bro, cause I don't have it. I'm not finna like put that image on, bro. I don't. No. But if I did, she would be taken care of, bro. Like it would be like, but I don't have it, bro.
Man,
like I don't, but
and I'm laughing because I'm just like, just imagine, bro. Just imagine. Him just saying you on TV, you a rapper on TV saying you got all this money.
You ain't never gave your mama
but you ain't never gave your mama no money. And I was like, just imagine, bro. If it's just regular,
heated, bro.
Yeah, you like, but just imagine. My mom could call me right now and she could say, "Hey, you got $100." I can give my mama $100. I give my mama $100. I can tell her to keep $100.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can say that, right? But just imagine, bro, if you that nigga and you can't even give your mama $100.
And you on TV and shit with all this shit.
With all these chains and money. And you can't give. And Rizzo, I don't know your life. I'm just saying. It's a possibility that you probably did get mad because that nigga said that. Or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but it's rappers out there like that. Mm-hmm. That ain't gave their mama a goddamn. That shit funny.
That shit fucked up.
That shit's you ain't giving your mama no money. I was like, ooh, that's some cold shit.
She real though,
bro. You know what I'm saying? And I like that shit though.
No, me too, bro.
I like that shit.
And look, bro. And like, I don't know if I feel like so close to comedians, bro. Cause I got a cold, twisted, dark mind, bro. Like when people be sad about shit, bro. Like I can make fun of some shit like I don't give a fuck,
bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was a nigga at work, right? So a nigga going through his shit with his girl. He's sad. So it's funny to me. So this nigga, he caught COVID. He left work that day and he actually caught COVID at our job. He go home and his girl is gone, the kids is gone, and all the shit in the house is gone. I was dying.
See, nigga like me, I be like, damn, nigga, what you do?
I was telling my girl this shit. I say, this is the thing with me, right?
That shit hilarious.
That shit hilarious.
Just picturing that shit. You walk in the house and you got covered and nothing's there. You really start tripping.
And I was telling my girl, I said, this is the thing about me. If I came home and you was gone with Amos, I'd be laughing. I'd be like, damn, I'm that bad.
Yeah, bro. Like, damn, I'm that bad. Yeah, bro. I done turned to jump into some shit like, I need to look in the mirror, my nigga. What the fuck I do? Like, straight up, bro.
Like, I'm going to work. I'm taking care of kids. You know, I'm coming home and shit. And motherfucker, you leave. Like, damn, I'm that bad.
Yeah. Nah, nigga don't look at that shit like that.
And I was like at work laughing. Them niggas was like, why do you think that shit funny? Cause that shit hilarious, bro.
Shit hilarious.
That shit mad hilarious. And she pregnant. So it was like, I just would have been laughing at that shit like, that shit wild, bro. Like,
that shit crazy.
That shit funny as fuck to me. But niggas was like, hell no, that shit ain't funny.
That nigga Sam gonna tell me the other day. Hey bro, you and the fam wanna come to my daughter quinceañera? And I was like, shit, yeah, why not? That nigga say, one condition. I said, well, he can't bring a tray. I said, what? He said, that nigga gonna fuck with my daughter. Say, shit you be telling about that nigga, bro, like, my daughter's a father, that nigga a preschool ass nigga fool, like, I say, bro, T, like, you know I'm playing, but like,
oh, serious?
I think I was like, shit, you ain't the only one. If I think about that type of shit too, bro, like he that nigga of our kids, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about that shit too. He's like, Sam like, shit, it'll be alright shit, we just be related by blood. I was like, fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
How old is Trey again?
13.
Oh shit, yeah.
Man, this nigga, I tell you, he got assistant principal called the wife is shit. She say, Mrs. Anderson, I heard a rumor about like got around school and some kids come tell me that Trey and another little girl is gonna have sex in the bathroom at certain time, and I was just like, what? So she called him in the office and the girl and they denied. Like, nah, it was just a rumor. We said we ain't gonna do it. But they put the shit on Snapchat. The conversation, somebody Snapchatted, screenshotted the bitch and took it to the press. So she called him back in there. And I say, bro, like, you fucking trying to fuck at school? I was like, I don't care about you fucking. I mean, I do, but I don't, because it's like, it's gonna happen. Like, I just need you, like, protect yourself. I got your rubbers, bro, but like, if you keep that shit on the hush, you probably would have been fucking in the bathroom. But you want to tell everybody, and everybody fucking know. But if you'd have just kept between you and a little girl, you probably got some pussy in the bathroom, bro. Like, you been that nigga at school, like, this nigga fucking in the bathroom, bro. Like,
you horrible. Your son is 13 years old.
You gotta know what age you dealing with, bro. You gotta know what age you dealing with. I tell nigga all the time, bro. I was like, bro, only reason parents stay in kids' business is they stay in there fucking up. If you got good grades and you doing shit, nobody's really in your business. Like, no, because you doing what you supposed to do.
Right.
Like, so you got room for error. Like, you got, but if you fucking up, like not doing your schoolwork and fucking up on top, nigga gonna be in your shit all the time. What the fuck you doing? Where you going?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, bro, like, I was like, you're not doing nothing bad. Like, you doing typical boy, teenager shit.
Right.
But you just loud about it. Like,
yeah, because I feel like we all would. This is the funny thing about it. I would never tell a kid at 13 to be having sex, right? But I remember when I was 13, I wanted to be fucking something.
Right?
Like, real talk. Like, I wanted to be fucking something at 13.
I bought the gave some condoms for Christmas. So we put the paws in his stocking.
Yeah, bro.
I went the other day and told me, I said, bro, how many rubbers you got? Because I gave him 4. He's about 2. I say, damn, bro. I say, look, I gave you those, bro. Like, I'm not telling you to fuck. That's not why I'm giving. Like, I don't want you to think like, oh, daddy giving me ass to fuck. I'm like, no, I'm giving these to you because you at an age and you already fucked before, so I know you doing it. So you need to protect yourself because me and your mommy not raising no grandbabies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to protect yourself from the diseases and all types of shit out here from hitting the cheek raw. And
right.
Vice versa, bro. Like, you don't want none of that, bro. Like, so strap up. And I was like, when you run out of them hoes, don't be embarrassed because you ran out to come ask me for them some more. If a chick try to ask you to fuck her with no condom, it's a no. Fuck that, bro. Like, no. If you run out, I will gladly go get you more, bro. Like, no problem.
Yeah.
But this is not a pass, but I know it's happening. I was 13.
Right.
Like, I know, nigga, like, them hormones running, nigga, like, and then once you had it, like, you had a taste of it already, you know what it tastes like, boy,
you gonna keep going.
Yeah, so, like, I know what's going on, so, like,
yeah,
but yeah, that nigga, bro, he out there smashing, but I know he is. I know it's something. I know he got some bodies he ain't told me about.
Yeah.
This one y'all caught, you know what I'm saying? Just asked him on, like, hey, nigga. I know it's some ones he ain't told me about, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
I tell him, I was like, it is gonna be shit that I never know about you ever in my life.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be shit I never know in my life that I might say some shit. Like, this nigga think he know what he talking about. Shit, like, never know. You know what I'm saying? I was like, my parents know some shit about me that they'll never know in their lifetime. They'll never know.
You know what's funny? I think I was like grown though. And I was like 8. I was in college, like my first year or two. So you know, I ain't have sex till I was 21. So I was talking to my dad. I was like, "So Dad, have you ever got head?" He's like, "Yeah, all the time." And I was thinking that shit was like a big thing. And now that I'm 30, I'm like, yeah, that shit ain't nothing, right? But my dad was like, what?
What you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I I do to get going? What you mean? Look at
all the time, nigga. This shit ain't nothing, nigga.
No doubt, bro.
But I think it's funny because you're saying like 13 smash, and I'm like at 18. I was like, oh my dad, get, you know. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff you not gonna know about shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and my mom was having a conversation about some shit, and I was telling her like, you do know. We was talking about somebody in the family. I was like, you do know, this person is you. This person, like, I'm just gonna say, if it was Amos, you're Amos' grandma. So that's your relationship. It's only so much that's gonna be said. Yeah. It's only so much you're gonna know about him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so I was like, you gotta think about that relationship. So much it's only so much you're gonna know about that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way. I mean, it's like that even with the fathers. Like, it's only so much I'm gonna know about Amos. I do see some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, at 4 years old, that I be kind of like, what the fuck kind of person am I raising here? Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, like,
you start questioning yourself.
Yeah.
Where's this nigga getting this from? Like,
yeah, like what?
But I always think like it clicks later. All the shit you were saying, it clicks later on. Mm-hmm. Because I think as parents, we always trying to force our kids to.
Yeah.
Like, we don't try to do it, but we doing it subconsciously. Like,
yeah.
But, like, force them to be like us. Or like,
yeah.
Take, you know what I'm saying?
And, are you, like, for me, I can say I would like for Amos to be like me. Even, like, okay, I said this. As a kid, my mama, when he be around my mom, she be like, yeah, that's Danielle. Like, certain things he do, like, my son talk back.
Like, you said, like, hold on, he never talked back like that. Or,
yeah, I never talked back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was the kid that, you know how that saying is, a kid is to be seen but not heard. That's you. That was me, like, in real life. And then, like, for instance, when my mom would talk about, like, grown up shit to people, and she would talk to them about that, I was the kid that would leave the room. I didn't want to know what was being said, because it was just kind of told to me that, like, nigga, when you see us talking, nigga, get your motherfucking ass up out of here. So I don't know. I just always kind of played it like that, and I would say this even between, like, you know, me and Logan around the same age. I think Logan's like a month or two older than me, and Logan was always considered the bad kid, and I was always considered the good kid. But it was certain things I just didn't do, bro, because I was just taught. I don't know. I was just taught that, but I was the kid that also didn't want to do that. Didn't want to be bad or fucked up, or, you know what I'm saying?
I think with kids, when you get kids, like with my son, he got some of my team. Like, he's good at sports.
Right.
He's fast. He's like overly big for his age and shit like that. More mature. He get that from me.
Right.
But he get the shit that I wasn't raised with to test me. That I wasn't raised with the talking back. He get that shit from E, so
yeah,
that tests me in a way. Like, all the shit Amos get from,
yeah,
you wasn't raised like that, kid, so it bothers you. Like, what the fuck? Like, so
yeah,
it's testing. That's what I think with kids. Like, when you get kids, like, it gets the other parent the way, like, she talk back though, she don't. You like, hold on, nigga, I'll whoop your ass for that shit. Like, you know, I do this and the third. Like, cause with Trey, it's like that. Like, Erica, like, the way she talk back, she tell me, she like, that's me. And I was like, I never done that. Like, never talk. Like, my mom told me to do something, I'm not questioning, just I go do it. Like, but with them, all three of them, it's the questioning, it's the want to talk back and like, you like what? And that's they get that from her. And that tests me. But like, the shit that they do that I do, they goofy, bro. Yeah. They goofy. Like, they'll say some foul shit in the crowd. Like, they'll make it awkward. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Erica wasn't raised like that. She more like keep that shit in. You know, don't be out loud, like, you know what I'm saying? So she get mad at that shit, and I laugh like, I encourage that shit, like, do it, you know, because that's me. I see that and it's something different, so it tests her. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I feel say I think he'd get that, like, because one thing about my son, he tries his hardest to make you laugh. Yeah. Like, for real. Like, every time. But I think it's funny to me because his jokes, like, for me, I joke, but I don't think people be getting my jokes. So, you know what I'm saying? So he'll joke and he'll the thing about it, he'll do it in that way, and then he'll be like, "Ha, that's funny." He'll laugh and so, you know what I'm saying? I do that because like I'd make a joke and it'd be funny to me, and I'd be the only one laughing, and I was
you start laughing. I'm not here.
And you know it's funny because when I was when I was younger, people be like, or if I was around some girls or whatever that I liked or whatever, they'd be like, "You laughed at your own joke?" Like, shit wasn't funny.
I thought this shit was funny. What's wrong with y'all? I thought this shit was funny.
That was funny.
I'm like, shit, I laughed. I thought this shit was funny, then. And then chance by telling y'all, I hope y'all are laughing.
Right. Fuck it, I might as well take that bitch back now and get y'all ass out of here, you know. But yeah, I used to always do that. It was a girl who pointed that out to me when I was like in college. That she was like, "You laugh at your own jokes." Like, man. And it was funny. And I remember one time I was out with this same chick, right? We was out. We had just left from Portland. And I had met up with her or whatever, and she was there like her homegirls and shit. So you know, and I'm kind of shy too. So you know, so I was like saying something, and I was like, and I said a little joke. And I started laughing. The girl, and her homegirl was like, "He's laughing at his own joke." And the girl was like, the girl that I had was me know, and she like, "Yeah, he do that all the time."
Fuck out of here, bro. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, be telling this joke, it wasn't funny shit.
Yo, bro.
This shit was funny. I'm not gonna laugh because you niggas ain't laughing. Fuck that nigga, I'm finna laugh at my jokes. Crazy.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, he do that shit. So it's little things I see, but a lot of the main shit, they be like, my mom was like, "Yeah, that thing, yeah, shit right there, that." Even getting smart, just how I said, like, my girl kind of like that. She ain't like the, how'd I say it? She not the disrespectful and loud round, you know, boastful. It's like, shit. Yeah, you say something crazy to her, or if you know, talking about her or say something crazy, she come back with a quick jab, like, like right there, you know what I'm saying? And angels do that shit, which is, I think is good though. You know what I'm saying? Because even like with my mom, she could be saying something, she'll be like, you know, because he'll be like, "What you say about me?" Like, what?
That shit dope.
You know what I'm saying? He does, and I'm glad he got that because I wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Erica was telling me the other day, like, she was like, "It's good that you're in a girl's life. Like, I just see a confidence about them. Like, like when they talk to other men, and they say something, they ain't afraid to tell them, like, shut up. Like, no, or like you can see like that comes from you because you got that confidence. Like, I was watching, and like Skylar talked to my mom, my granddad. They was trying to tell them something that was just like totally off the wall. They just like, no, like, and she said, I just saw that, like, she's like, it made me feel so. I was like, shit made me feel good too. Like, she's like, I see it in them, you know. So yeah, dope.
I think that's crazy because like it was something Danielle was saying to him. And she was like, "Do you know that there's people out there who don't have?" Because he always be like, "No, Dad, get away." You know, he'll say some shit like that. He always say that. And my girl was telling me, she was like, "Do you know that there's people that don't have their dad in their life?" And the funny thing about that I thought was hilarious was that nigga ignored her the whole time.
The whole time, damn. But it'll click later on.
Yeah.
Somebody, when they come back around, I remember something was like something like they get close to you or something like happened to you and like, oh shit, I remember like, this could have been time my daddy could have been gone. Like, you don't understand.
It's like, it, how I say this? For me though, it makes me like,
a different type of feeling, right?
Yeah, it makes me appreciate life a little bit more. It makes me like, I like the fact that he does that. He don't have that understanding of your dad not being there. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool to see that.
And look, the older they get, you're gonna appreciate it more because like my kids now, the oldest too, they see me like as invincible. Like, oh, he got where he come, he gonna be here. And if I was to go, that's when it'll hit them because they in their eyes like, oh, they not can't die, but like, I don't think it could happen to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it does, that's when it'll click. Like, oh shit! Like,
it's funny because like my mom used to always bring up, because my mom got all these health issues going on within her or whatever, and she used to always say that to us as kids that I could die. And even at 30 years old, my mom seemed invincible. Mm-hmm. My mom, it does not, like saying my mom dead doesn't seem like a real thing that could happen.
Yeah, that's what it is. No.
And it seems like, and it, like the thing of it is, like, she would be like, health issues. She would say, y'all need to research these things and see whoop 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 or whatever. And they'd be like, yeah, you've been saying this to us since I was 10 years old, but I'm 30 years old and you still here. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. And you've been having health issues since we've been here.
You know what really made me really start thinking differently about that? Like, really? Mm-hmm. Is when Kobe died and Nipsey died.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought those guys were invincible because they were so real.
Yeah.
Because it reminded me like I'm just a real dude. I just don't got the fame and the money. I'm real, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm authentic, like I'm that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I should keep it because I'm that. I'm authentic, you know what I'm saying? And I keep those, like, but when those guys, they just like, man, that's like Michael Jordan, bro. Like, you ever wake up and hear Kobe Bryant died? Because I ain't never, like, really had, like, people that's really, really close to me that I love, go away, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I always think about that, like, I ain't had that shit. I had my grandma pass, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was close, but we saw her, like, when I went up there in the summer, I talked to her and shit, like, she was close, but it wasn't like I saw her every day. Like, niggas that I see, like, every day, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had that shit, and I think I'd be like, I wonder how that would affect me, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't never really had that. I know niggas that I don't mingle with that pass, you know what I'm saying? But not like nobody that spend like at my house all the time. You know, I call a brother or some shit, so I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that shit affect me.
It's crazy because, like, with them, it was like, Nipsey Hussle was like, damn, it was fucked up. And to a certain degree, I did feel like he was somewhat invincible. But when he died, it was kind of like, wait, I would say this. My first, like, introduction really to hip-hop, when I tell you, like, my mom only played two artists, was Biggie and Tupac. During she'd play Tupac, the whole fucking tape, take that shit out, put Biggie in. So, I thought Tupac was invincible.
See, I didn't think that because I wasn't invested in music like that. I didn't really appreciate life as a young kid like that. But now that I'm older and I got kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit, Kobe, he died with his little girl. Like, wow, nigga, I know how I love my little girl and I love my kids. Thinking about in that last moment, telling her it's gonna be okay, and you know it's not. That shit fucks with me, bro. Like. So I think at a younger age, like I knew Tupac. He was my favorite rapper in this and that. But I didn't know to an older probably to an older generation. But like to me, like he died. Like he died. Like no different from Martin Luther King or because I didn't really like.
It wasn't like that for me because it was like I heard him every day.
I mean, I did too. Like I did too, but I didn't understand. I understood what he was talking about, but I wasn't even like I said at that age, like. I still thought my dad was invincible. I still thought, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, like I didn't appreciate life like that, you know what I'm saying, like. But when I got like, I still to this like tell you to like that Kobe and Nipsey, like I appreciate life, but like it's just like my niggas invincible. Not that like I think like that, but like like
it comes off like that.
You know what I'm saying, like
I know what you mean because it comes off like me personally, I don't have as many friends as you per se, right? But, like, I'm just going to say, I got, like, my best friend or whatever. And it's crazy because in a weird way, like, I see him living to be...
You see that in your head. You see him living on something come and just detour that. You like,
Not like, okay, if something was to happen with that, I would know, like, let me say this, like, in a weird way, it will fuck me up because I know he ain't like somebody shot him.
That's okay. That I understand that because like with Ro, if something was to happen to him and like it was some violent shit, I would understand because Ro with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like in that situation somebody could. Like I understand, like but if somebody just like walked up to him and robbed him and shot him and killed him like for no reason, like like that'll fuck me. It'll fuck me up in both ways, but that'll fuck me up even more. Like he ain't do shit, bro. Like you dying for no reason, bro. Like shit like that, like.
Yeah, cause that like with him, it like I'm just gonna say, bro don't smoke, bro don't drink, bro don't go to the club, bro go to work and he work on his damn what you call it, his comic.
So a nigga like I can understand like if a nigga was to rob him and just shoot him,
him
like,
yeah, bro.
You be like, bro, he was giving you like he was a good like he would have gave you everything, nigga. You didn't even have to kill him, bro. Like what the fuck, like that shit. You be like, why? That shit. Like I understand. I think about that shit too,
like
bro.
That type of shit.
Cause knowing I know death is coming. Like I know it's coming, but I wouldn't want it that way. Like,
even like Logan's like one of my close friends, right? So if with Logan, right. This is the thing. You know your friends or you know your partner, so you know like certain things can happen because certain things have happened in a certain way, and you'll be like, damn, you know, it'd be really fucked up because it'd be like, damn, I know Logan, he ain't on no street shit
like that,
but I can see Logan
getting himself into a situation and not knowing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, just going to the club and some bullshit happening. You know what I'm saying, and I love Logan, but sometimes like I can sense like that. What's the word I want to say? Like not
Billy or like oblivious like
not awareness about, you know what I'm saying, like awareness. Sometimes I get
he
he just be living. He like free
and not, you know what I'm saying,
and not really like
this grooves to this shit.
No, like I don't like, and you may get mad if I said, but like. That's how I really do think of him. You know what I'm saying? And I can say that because of things.
I get that vibe just from when I met him and you stayed at your old apartment off
Not
across the street from UPS, the other one.
Oh, he ain't come down here now?
Yeah, he did, nigga. I sat in your front room. I brought some weed over.
Oh, for real?
And that was my first time meeting him. It was when you stayed next to the gas station.
Yeah.
Right next to the gas station.
Right next to the gas station.
It was a gas station.
Oh, yeah.
It was okay. Right there. When I walked upstairs, he was right. He was recording in the little dining room. Right there. He was recording in the white chair, and you had your chair like your kitchen was back here, and you had your table here. That nigga was over there recording. I was sitting in a chair facing this way, and there was something else. I remember that.
Okay.
And I had some weed, and it was some good ass weed. I remember he pulled that. Said, "Hey, nigga, let me stump with this shit for."
You know
He went straight on the ground live. Nigga ain't smoking like me. He got it. Hey, my motherfucker. And I was like just thinking like, my niggas that I hang with, they would have never done nothing.
They like that, yeah.
Not this is your first time meeting me. You don't know me.
Yeah.
And like, but I fuck with it cause you being you.
You being
you. Like it may like what you but that's you. Like I can see that's you.
And I think too like with that it's like a lot of. I feel like even with like something like that, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like he thinking like I know how he thinking. Oh, this Eric partner, he say he cool, nigga. I can really just
be myself. Like,
I can be myself.
That's real.
That's you know what I'm saying. And I think like with some people they probably wouldn't get that or they'll probably find it odd, but it's like nah, nigga, that's really how he is though.
I think I do that. Like I don't bring certain people around certain people.
I
know niggas don't fuck with that vibe. Like I can tolerate. I'm open to niggas just being. That's why I can bring most niggas around Sam. I can bring most niggas around Ed. I can bring like. Cause them niggas just open and
they cool, they chill.
Like more on the fence, like hold on, nigga.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying, like
all the time. It's annoyingly sometimes whatever, but
you know, like you know what I'm saying, like so.
It's people like you know what I'm saying, like even if you met my best friend, like you would be like, oh, he just chill. He ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. He just gonna be chilling or whatever.
I'll let niggas be them.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that's why I get cool. I get along with a lot of niggas like that.
And I think that's how you grow. You know what I'm saying? You don't grow by
try to tell niggas what they can't
be. Like that shit is annoying, bro.
Like, nah, nigga, be yourself. Like.
And you know you gotta think that hinders people.
Yes.
That hinders that. Like for me, I feel like even like when we had Ken on here and shit, Ken was himself. You know what I'm saying? But we can't tell. I'm not telling Ken what he can and can't be on this show. Cause that's gonna stop the damn show. Mm-hmm. Hell, nigga, bring up any topic you want to bring up. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. But you know, I just don't believe in like trying to hold niggas back like that.
Mm-hmm. No. Do you, bro?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you know, but yeah, that with like Logan, like that's the thing. I'd be like awareness, bro. Like it'd be like, man, I don't, you know, even certain things he's been through before. It's like, damn, bro. I just felt like that was a lack of awareness right there. You know.
I was watching, listening to I think Sci-Hi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was listening to. Maybe I know he called on Joe Buttons. They talked to him on there, but he was on Adam 22. You know, one of them conversations, he was asking about Kanye. I think it was Adam 22 asking him about Kanye. And he was like, bruh, bruh, I'm the type of nigga, like, I don't care about people's politics. I come there to do my job, and I do my job, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kanye cool people to me, like, he's like, the reason I do fuck with Kanye, like, and it's 100, like, he was like, he said shit, like, even if he said black people, you know what I'm saying, with the slave shit, he was like, he said it, and look what the conversation started. It just gives people more information, because they start throwing all this right information that gives you the history, and it teaches you, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you gotta have people like that in the world, bro. Like, that's gonna say outlandish shit to make you go look it up and start debating about it. He was like, it's the only way you grow as a word. And I was like, that shit makes sense, bro. Like, it make a lot of sense just to get the just to say it. Like, I can say anything on here, and if it's wrong and outlandish, motherfuckers gonna start talking about it, get the facts right and get it straight. And more people in the world gonna be knowledgeable. Like, this nigga dumb as shit, or but he got the conversation started. Maybe that was my plan intended, just to say that shit so y'all can go
research.
Just research, bro.
You know what's funny? I low key do that whenever I say, "Oh, the guy named my son after Dr. Amos Wilson," because he's not very well known. You know, in the conscious community, he's known to the ones that know.
I didn't know, like you.
But you know, I say that because it's like he's one of those people I feel like people need to go do their research. People need to go read them books. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he has a lot to offer to the world. You know what I'm saying? And then too, like what I was saying earlier about like I'm just gonna say wearing this, right? Me saying that to some people, me saying that on this show, I'm trying to connect with some fans that may fuck with our shit.
No doubt.
Cause you know, it's some people out there that's read that man and be like, oh, we talking about Dr. Amos Wilson on it. Oh, you know, I gotta listen to this. You know what I'm saying?
I get all my information. I hear that shit somewhere. Let me go check this nigga out.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Exactly.
It's just a name that somebody just said. You be like, hold on, he said that. And even like, he just skipped over it, but like, it sounded important. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, pause it. Nigga say, oh,
and I feel like it's some shit like this. I could be like calling you a nigga on the show. Mm-hmm. Like, right, I'd be like, man, nigga, shut up, or nigga, whatever, right? And nigga would be like, damn, how you reading Dr. Amos Wilson and saying nigga on the show? It'd be like, nah, my nigga, I'm just connecting fans to this shit. Niggas that say nigga a lot.
That read that
read same shit I read. So it's like all I'm doing, bro, is just trying to connect.
Relate to motherfuckers that's like him.
Yeah, just exactly.
And that's what I be doing, relating to motherfuckers like me.
You know
saying shit that's crazy. Like I know niggas out here like me. You know
shit, we be talking like even like if you like when you think about like shows, right? Mm-hmm. Like or like me and you was like you watched Hip Hop Uncovered. Mm-hmm. Well, we got covered that shit, but it's somebody who watched that shit. Another show, like for instance, you know Woody Allen.
Mm-hmm. I'm watching it. Oh,
you
I
watching?
already know what you're talking about. I'm watching that. I can't wait till it come on tonight, nigga.
Yeah, me too. So
it's a big creep.
Yes, exactly. So I would tell you cause I was telling my mama this, and I would tell my mom and his sister this story, and they thought it was funny. So you know, I want to be a film director, right? That's another one. I want film directors. You watching this show?
No, not want to be. That nigga already is. He already got it. Just it ain't Woody Allen. He ain't got the fame. He's doing it. Like fuck what you talking about.
Yeah, like, real talk, real shit. So when I was doing my research on different like who's the greatest filmmakers, you know, you Google this shit. Mm-hmm. Woody Allen came up a whole lot. So you know, I started watching his movies, and I liked the way it was written. I like the style. I like his movies actually, honestly. And so I was at work when I was working at the library, and I was telling this lady I was working with. I was like, man, you know, I've been researching like different filmmakers, and they was bringing up Woody Allen. I was like, and I actually like his shows. He's really good. He's a really great writer. Blah 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 blah. And she was like, that pervert. I was like, pervert? Like, what you mean? And she was like, you know, he married his daughter. I'm like, huh? And I was like, I didn't know none of that.
Neither. Like I didn't. Then Erica told it, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And you start seeing this shit, like, wow.
So when that shit came out, my girl was like, we watching it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when I watched it, I was like, oh boy, he's horrible.
Horrible person.
He's horrible. He's real horrible.
And that's what I love when J. Cole said, he's like, all these motherfuckers, they do this good work. Like, he's like, even me, I can be up here lying to you.
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
Yeah.
And you would never know I could be a horrible person in my fucking real life. I'd be horrible.
Yeah.
And y'all put all this praise and put me like, da-da-da-da-da. He's like, that's not good.
No.
It's not good at all. Because when some do come out, you're going to look at me fucking crazy like I'm I'm not human. Like, I'm human. You know what I'm saying? I do. Like, so yeah, that shit. And I was telling Erica watching that shit, bro, like, and I was like, that's what's tricky with art and music. Mm-hmm. You can put if you have some type of weird fantasy or weird,
you can put it in art.
And nobody, like, they was showing all the films, like he had the young girl just chasing the old, and nobody like really know because he made great films. Like nobody, but if you look now that you know what you know, and you look at the like people start pointing the films out, and you start saying like all the films were just young girls chasing you. Like, so he had that fetish, and he would just hide it in this art,
man, that's crazy.
Doing it in this, and I was like, that's what's tricky because it's good.
Yeah.
And you're not looking for that because it's so good.
Right.
So,
and people never really even challenge it.
Never challenge it because it's such good work. Like,
and you know what I think is so funny about that documentary? The women and he's a great, the way they talk about him as an art. And even like one of the movies, there was one lady, she was saying, I like the way he showed, I think her name is Diane. I can't think of her name right now. But the way he did show her in the movie, I thought she was a cool chick. Like, I thought her vibe was, you know, cool. And I felt like it was a relationship where I felt like it was like they both is kind of smart and weirdish in a way, and that's why they work together. And I felt like it was a certain level of equality with that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think that's crazy that, like, bro, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's wild.
Wow, bro.
That's real wild. But you know, it's funny, right? Oh man, I work with him at my job, and he like young girls. Not like 17, 16, no shit like that. He's 63. He like younger, 23, 30.
Gotcha.
So anyway, we was talking or whatever, and I was just like, man, that shit, man, whatever. Like, that shit whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know, a young girl may like you, and I think that is so weird. Right? And let me say this. I think that is so weird, but I know it could possibly be true. But I don't think it's like on a level that he was saying it's like. What I mean by that is meaning like, I don't really think a 30-year-old is really that super fucking attracted to a 63-year-old.
Nah, she attracted to something that he has. Or something that she gained that's making her lifestyle, I think. I don't think like y'all are having fun. Y'all can do the same shit.
Yeah. Like,
you tired at one point. I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm 23. Like I got energy. Like,
yeah.
Unless you like on those vibes, it can have. It's rare.
Yeah, and that's the point that I was like. Rare. That was the point that I was getting at. Like, I don't think a 14-year-old is walking around liking a 25-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I think like I'm just gonna say, celebrity. Oh, I think he's attractive. I think he's cute or whatever, right? And I don't know. I'm not a girl, right? Mm-hmm. So, but like, I don't know if it's necessarily on the level that you talking about. No. You get what I'm saying? Even like for me, when I was like, what was that song? Anna Marie. Mm-hmm. It's this one thing. She's older. She was older than me, right? I thought she was attractive. It got me horny or whatever, but like, I wasn't like realistically think I can have sex with a 25-year-old. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not a real thing. And if a 25-year-old woman was to, that, you know, it's weird. It doesn't really make sense, right? You get what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you realistically not trying to go whatever. But I don't know. I always think that's weird that like an older man think a younger girl is into him. Like, that just doesn't.
It sounds creepy.
It does. That's what the point I'm making. That it sounds.
Looking at it from the outside, looking in, like you see an older, you can just see like how you getting played. Like if you a dude looking at you like, bro, she just
want your money.
She just there for your money. She there because you don't see this shit.
Yeah.
But like I see it as sometimes maybe he do see it. And maybe he just like the company and like the attention. Yeah. Maybe he like that shit. Maybe he like spending money on that.
Right.
And getting that attention, you know what I'm saying? So like some people like that. Some people just be blinded. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Each your own, bro. Like, shit, do your thing. Bro.
Yeah.
As long as you ain't fucking harming nobody, you a fucking adult.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people gonna get manipulated. Shit, like.
I mean, it's like, but I just be like, oh, nigga, I don't know about that shit. Like, that shit not like.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that shit be like kind of like, I ain't gonna even lie. Like, on the creepiest, my Pornhub is MILFs.
You a myth nigga?
Yeah, you know, all some creep shit, like older women like me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't looking up teeny bops, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you know, it's like, I kind of low key been on that since I was young. Cause,
I be looking up fat asses, boy.
Yeah, right? So, I don't know. I always thought that was weird. What I was going to say about that documentary, that energy is put out he put that energy out in the world, right? And I really don't even think that is a real energy. Like, I don't think that's a real thing. That's really a fantasy that I don't get. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. That's real weird.
Yeah.
Cause like, I mean, like, oh man, like, yeah, you know, it'll be a young girl, like, you know, sitting there, like, yeah, no, I'm cool on that. Like, even an 18-year-old, bro, like,
I couldn't see myself, bro. Like,
yeah, bro.
I just don't like hanging around in uptown and shit. That's a college area,
right?
I get annoyed of being over there when I go to bars and shit over there and just hearing like them talk and what they own and like just.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. Like, God damn, bro. Like, did I sound like this when I was like 18, 19? Oh my
what
God, bro. Like,
it's funny because I know how I was out and my mom was saying like, you were a pretty what you call that, mature 18-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And at 18, man, I felt like I wasn't as mature. I wasn't that mature. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was still childish a little bit. It's like now being 30 and knowing what I know. It's totally different. And like for me, it wouldn't make sense but men are different, but it wouldn't make sense for this. And this is another thing that I think is weird that they say about this. I think it's weird that me at 18, it would be extremely weird to women that I was talking to a 30-year-old, right? They'd be like, 30-year-old woman talking to an 18-year-old man, she's got to be crazy, right? No, that's what they say, right?
They say she gotta be crazy?
Yeah, that's what women say, bro. I'm telling you, mama, girlfriend, her, like, they say this shit. Women do.
I think, hold on, let me.
Go ahead.
I think the women that say that, they can't get an 18-year-old.
I totally disagree.
I think women that's 30, if you 30 years old and you fucking an 18-year-old, I see you fucking them for a reason. That's what it's not a relationship thing, I don't think. I think you fucking them because whoever you was fucking don't got no energy like this young nigga doing. He can fuck you like you need to That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing wrong. And that's when me going like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Because I see that old lady trying to get her fixed.
Yeah.
She fucking these other 30-year-olds and they ain't getting it off like this 19, 18-year-old. So I'll go fuck me a 19, 18-year-old. And let them get his shit off.
Let me say this. I ain't talking about from sexual.
Okay.
Sexual.
Okay, you talking about from a
relationship. Yeah, because I've been saying from a sexual standpoint, a 30-year-old with an 18-year-old woman.
You saying from a relationship.
Talking, communicating, hanging out.
Unless you a mature 18-year-old and like a nigga know you, I don't see nothing wrong. But I hear what you saying.
Personally though, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
But I see like how
it's kind of from a woman's perspective. They're like, what the fuck you doing at 18? What the fuck can an 18-year-old do for you, right? So anyway, but they also, when a 30-year-old man talks to an 18-year-old, in our society to a certain degree, some people don't see nothing wrong with that. I do.
Yeah, that's too fresh off of teenage for me.
Like, man, that's weird to me.
I think you should be 21. Like, you gotta be in your 20s.
Yeah.
Like you can't, like, it's still like.
But you know what's crazy?
Vulnerable, bro. Like,
you know what's crazy? I've heard men say, "Well, you know, maturity doesn't have an age," and I'd be like, "So you like?" And I've had a conversation like, "So you actually think an 18-year-old girl, and you're 40-ish or 30-ish or whatever, you actually think y'all can actually have a for real conversation?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, they could be mature enough," and I'd be like, "Nah, no, they can't. I don't see it."
It's rare. I'm not gonna say.
Cause I say
I can't see it, but it's rare.
It's rare.
If you are open-minded 18-year-old, you just open to like conversation and experience. I can see it, but that's rare.
Like me, I feel like okay, if you're an 18-year-old girl and we can have a conversation about Kwame Nkrumah, you would shock me at 18-year-old that know
you
Kwame.
Want to more know about her.
Yeah,
you want to know that's the you would want to know like, damn, this bitch 18 and she know about this.
Kwame Nkrumah.
So you'll be like, she different from the other. You want to know more.
Yeah,
I would want to know more.
Like, I'd be like, yeah.
If it shocks you, like the shock, it's the shock value.
Yeah,
hold on, like,
just
because she 18, it been no. So hold on, that 18 she might be on my level. She might
that's a stretch to say on my level.
It's a stretch.
And when I say like stretch on my level, because meaning like from the conversation is conversation to me. Mm-hmm. Like, I say this. I've had conversations with a woman who I thought was attractive or not attractive, and it's nothing sexually transpired, nothing went past the conversation, if that makes sense. It's just a motherfucker got good conversation. Mm-hmm. I don't believe because a motherfucker got good conversation that leads to sex, per se. That's why I guess that's probably where I
think so. I think so. I think that's just like, if you got good conversation, that means you can keep that person's attention. I mean, you can keep throwing out shit until they like some shit that you like. Mm-hmm. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like they say, conversation. Like,
rules the nation. Yeah, because people say that because, like, I always thought, like, man, well, because, like, I say this. I was horrible with women, right?
Because you didn't conversate with them, right?
No, I conversated with women. That's the thing.
But so I guess it's a...
you know, like, that's the thing, like...
See, I think when you say conversate, like if you was talking to a bitch and you brought up some shit that was like...
Hold on, let me put it to you this way. Right. I flip it. Right. I met a girl before who knew Kwame Nkrumah. Mm-hmm. We had a fucking great conversation. Didn't no fucking happen.
But did you try to pursue it?
And maybe that's...
And see, like, it goes more like when I say conversation, if I can get the conversation started by, like you say, if I'm talking to a chick and she asks me about, what's the nigga name you said?
Kwame Nkrumah.
She say that and I be like, yeah, I know him, da-da-da.
Yeah, right.
Now she like, holy shit. Now I know I can hold her. Now I got her. She's on the bait, like, she's shocked. Right. So I know she's kind of like intrigued with me. She want to know more. So now we can have that conversation, and I can shift the conversation to, hey, you want to have dinner, or you want to see, like, you won't go into that. Like, because I remember the chick at the job UP, and I'm like, she take to see if she want to go to dinner. I mean, breakfast in the morning. She like, I think, was it you? I don't know, maybe I don't know, somebody. I
was like, who chick was doing?
Was it UPS? No, it was it couldn't have been. You ain't fucking no chicks at UPS, did you? You ain't tried to. No chicks tried to fuck with you at UPS.
Nah. Unfortunately, no.
It was somebody up there. I was like, hey, my nigga just like
take out on a date.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You already talking to her. Like, you don't know what to do after. That's where you say.
I was saying that's probably
like, you just like, we talking about this, like, and you expecting her to just like, cause we having a good.
I'll put it to you like this. I was ready her pull a dick out.
That's what you wanted to say, like in your head, like we talking about this, but I really was like, I want to pull my dick out just, but you don't know how to get there and being nice and being like, so you gotta, and that's what I say about like good comment. Niggas can get to that like, oh, this nigga really want me to just pull his dick out, like, but he ain't say that. It's something but I know, like, that's what I mean by good, like, if you got a good conversation, like,
cause I've been saying, I've had, like, you was like, man, I was like, bro, I conversate with a lot of women, even when I was in college. My best friend, he'll tell you, like, oh, he talked to chicks. Like, they come up to our dorm room and all that.
Sometimes you maybe probably know the signs that a bitch like all that shit. So that's what I think,
and when I say, like, I'm bad with women, I'm really being real honest and saying, like, I'm bad with women. I don't know the signs. I don't know, like, hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z here. Or it's like, I just be like, I just be having a conversation. And I've had women who said to me, like, I've had women to me who will say something to me like, oh, you know, man, we be having good conversations. And I be looking at her like, it'd be okay. Like, nigga, like, that shit ain't, but they think we had a good conversation.
That's they. And see you, that shit on the other hand, you thinking like, it's okay. But probably in her mind, it's like, if I say we having good conversation, that's my way in the door to let this nigga know I want to fuck or something. He just like, okay, bitch, like, whatever. Like, and she just turned out like, well, I'm not fucking with that nigga no more. Like, so, like, you know, bitch, I got good conversation, bitch. Like, no, I can see what you say coming out conversation rude that shit, bro. Like,
yeah.
If you can speak about some shit like, I see Sam do it all the time. Okay. Bro do it all, like, in our younger days. Bro.
And it'd be funny, bro, because like, it'd be funny because, like, the niggas, how I say this, niggas I know who I do not think have great conversation, right? You can hear them talking to a girl and you be like, man, that's some regular shit. It's like what every other nigga say. I can tell you, bro, when I have a conversation with a woman, shit don't sound like none of you niggas at all, bro. And I'm finna say, but what I'm finna say with all of that, my conversation don't sound like none of you niggas, but I didn't fuck not one of these women.
Well, I think you gotta understand, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm engaged now, so it don't matter.
I'm not now, I'm just saying, like, females want to fuck just as bad.
Yeah.
Male do, but we just loud about it.
Yeah.
Like I say, both parties, Democratic, Republican, racism, the Democrats just low key about it, and the Republicans they loud about it.
Yeah.
That's how it is with men and women. Like,
sex,
we loud, bitch. We want to fuck like my like, but women they try to give you these signs and make it all. Like,
what I think is so odd though with that, I remember we had a conversation. You was like, when we was talking about like rape, right? And you was like, no means no, and I was like, I've heard women say that, you know, they okay with some men taking it. Like, let me kind of put it like in a certain. I'm trying to put it in a certain way where. Okay. But you gotta know, right? That's what they say. You gotta know. To me, that is what is the word I want to say? That's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying?
It's simple, bro.
Simple?
It's simple. What does no mean?
No means no. Right.
Once you hear no, you stop.
Right.
I don't care if you think that she want to get up and stop, and you make it clear.
Yeah.
Do you like you make it clear? Right. No is no. Regardless, like no, that's you know the definition between no. You know what that means. Like you know, right? No mean if you hear that, you stop. You stop. Like you know what no means. Like fuck that. Like that's how you take all that bull. Like no, it's great. No, it's not great, nigga. You heard no, you know what no means.
Yeah, but the point that I'm making, and so I often say for me, right? Why I was bad woman. If you don't come out and pull my dick, I don't know shit about shit.
No doubt.
Like I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like
when you get to making a point, I understand.
Like fuck the bullshit. Like if you like for instance, like you saying like men are loud about it, women are quiet about it. I don't comprehend that. And you know, and it goes into women talk about women's rights and women want to be on this level. It's like, no, my nigga, when it comes, like, if me and you can get on here and talk about sex and you can be open about your sexuality, right? And things you like, we don't really hear women do that. We don't hear women do that shit.
That's why it's dope when you do hear women do that.
It really
That's why I fuck with the podcast when women talk about sex.
Yeah.
I can, like, I want to know your perspective.
Exactly.
I want to know what the fuck you, like, I want to know this shit. Like, it ain't nothing. It don't make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it don't.
Like, it don't. Like, I can talk about. I'll talk about this shit.
Honestly, it doesn't make. You know, to me personally, like, I've gotten over the whole women are hoes and I've been over that. Even when I was low key younger, I didn't think it was weird that a woman wanted to fuck 100 different niggas. That's her preference. It's some niggas that actually have a hardcore problem about that shit, right? I don't. And never really did. And honestly, to be real with you, at 18 or 19 years old, I wanted that shit. Flat out. Like, honestly, the first time I had sex, it was with a girl who was a virgin. Nigga, I don't want to have sex the first time with a virgin. I want a chick who finna go ham on this. Like, flat out. Where are those women at? I don't want to hear the... I'm sorry, like, I try my best, and that's something too, like, I always wanted a woman that wanted me. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted a woman who wanted me sexually and who's very open and bold about that shit. I don't like that quiet, you gotta figure me out, you gotta find your way. No, nigga, that shit is not cool to me.
I got it easy. Nigga. Niggas wonder why I be chill. Nigga,
be chilling.
Nigga, I could walk in the road, nigga. Eric could be bent over the bed, nigga. Throw like, nigga, get it. I be like, whoa. Yeah. Like, I be telling, I was like, I'm lucky. Like, niggas gotta, like, kind of, like, figure they chicks out for sex.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Hey, like, you let a nigga know, like, up front. Like,
yeah.
Like, that's what most guys want.
And, you know, it's funny because I've had this conversation with women. And it'd be like I tell my mom, like, me and my mom was having a conversation about, what you call it? People buying pussy, right? And she was just like, because she was talking about a friend, she was like, he buying pussy, woo, woo, woo. And he's attractive, he's this, he's that. And I was like, Ma, I think you kind of missing a point. Like, men are so simple, in my opinion. Yeah. They're extremely simple. And I was like, but the thing about it is when niggas paying for pussy and all this extra shit, it's because niggas not walking outside and women are literally, I want to fuck. like everybody say, you know, women want to have sex just as much as men and this, that, and third. But it's like, bro, I'm telling you, I'm walking down the street. I went to college. I went here. I go to school, you know, wherever. These women are not.
Just gotta understand, you know, they go about it a different way.
Yeah,
you gotta figure them out.
But the point that I'm making is like, I wish it was a little bit like that. I wish it was. And I think to a certain degree, when it comes to all that, you know, rape, women, men, and you know, men doing certain shit from a sex, you know what I'm saying, and getting in certain shit. I think a lot of that shit will be cut out. Cause it is like a what's the word I want to say? It is like a standard of like the point I'm making is
just trying to say you wish women could be as loud. You wish they wouldn't be chastised for
exactly
fuck all the time. Like you just come out and say, hey nigga, I want to fuck.
Like,
and I was like you would like.
And I think it would change the dynamics of culture for everybody. Cause it'd be niggas that's just going out every night and being able to smash, and that's what they like to do because the women are much more vocal and much more open about it as opposed to nigga.
No, I agree with that.
I gotta go to a fucking club. First, and I was telling my mom, I was like, listen. I was like, I get it. You know, she was like, well, do you? I was like, no, I've never bought pussy, but listen. I was like, when a nigga go outside, when they go to the club, he got like, I'm just gonna say, regular niggas, not the niggas that fuck every day and get hoes. Regular, ordinary niggas who just whatever. There's a possibility he gonna be dry every night he goes to the club. Like literally dry every night. It makes sense for him to go pay for something because he want to get his issue off or whatever. And it's like, it's funny because, you know, from my mama point of view, you in the club like, well, I looked at them like, and this is the thing, I looked at them a certain way. That don't mean nothing to me. Like that is like for me, like I'm telling you, I've had conversation with women, good conversation. That didn't mean that just having a conversation with a woman, that didn't suggest you wanted to pull my dick out. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't take from our conversation that sex was supposed to happen.
No, I understand that. What I would say, sound like with you is like you saying you didn't know that was supposed to happen. Damn, I just lost my train of thought. I just lost. Fuck.
Man, because I did say a lot, my bad.
Nah, you good.
But yeah, but I think it's like a cool conversation to have because for me, the guy who's horrible with women, to tell you why I didn't get women, you know what I'm saying? And why, you know, for instance, if up to 21 to have sex with somebody and after that really not have a whole lot of sex after that, that's why, you know what I'm saying? And I for me, I'm more of the passive guy, the more chill, more timid guy, whatever. Hell, I want the aggressive woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the, you know.
Nah, I hear you, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I can say it's more of that, though. It's more women are supposed to be the ones that's quiet about it and
sought after.
And sought after and everything. And I think a lot of that cultural myth shit is...
I don't fuck with it, bro.
I don't get it.
That's why I think me and Erica rock so weird.
Yeah.
Because we don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We don't do that shit. Like, she look at that shit like, that shit is stupid. Like, most girls ain't gonna do that because they want something that's what society says.
Yeah.
But bitch, if you think about it, like, what about the other days? Like, I'm good until February, until just the holidays. I can just chill and do shit on the holidays. Like, yeah.
And it's a lot of that shit. It's a lot of like cultural shit that motherfuckers like. It's like, I don't know. And I think that'd be the shit where it fucks up society. Cause it's...
If you willing to fucking just be open about it, because you want, so people, they fear the unknown, because you weren't brought up like that, and you see something that's different, you look at it like, wow, like, y'all do it like that, and you kind of like put out, but like, if you understand, like, bro, this nigga was raised, I just wasn't raised like that. My people wasn't like that. Like,
nah, hell no.
Maybe you can teach.
Yeah. And I feel like, even with that, with women, right? I was around, it's certain things I can't do. And like, for instance, I was raised around my mom, majority all the time. And my mom's not like that mom that like go to work and she don't pay attention to her kids. My mom is constantly in my business. My mom is constantly talking to me, trying to figure things out. It's not like a thing of, I can just be me and I talk to my mom 2 weeks or 3 weeks at a time. It's like, no, my mom is damn near calling me every day. If I have to say something to her, like today I was literally just waking up. Sound like something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with me, ma. I literally just woke up. It's like that a lot, right? But I'm gonna say too, I've seen my mom talk to guys and how she associate with guys or whatever. And one thing I noticed about my mom is like, I've seen my mom take money from niggas, right? And I know she didn't sleep with them, right? Cause I never seen her in the bed. Honestly, she never gave me ink from my mom, because I'm behind the scenes with it too, because I'm the son. She gave no inclinations to this nigga that she liked him at all. When I say at all, like meaning like, it was literally like, shit, call him up. It's my mom right here. I'm at the podcast, mom. Call you back. Bye. See, my mom called me twice while I was here. But anyway, like, she gave no inclinations that she liked you, that she into you, but she just hit you up and was like, hey, shit, I got this going on. You might bring me some money over here, $300? I can see the nigga, he just happy, he like her, he just wanted, you know, come over there, give her $300. She'd talk to him for a good 15, 20 minutes. In some kind of way, she didn't maneuvered the nigga out the door. You know what I'm saying? For me as a man, seeing that a lot as a kid, you know, just, and then it wasn't like, but just seeing that, bro, that like, Me, I would look at it and be like, bro, she gave you no inclination that she liked you. And she just conversated with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no... And then I see the guy that she did like, or who she was with, it'd be like, behind the scenes, I could see how she bubbly inside. She calling him back. Mm-hmm. Anytime he called, she calling him back. So, for instance, when I would try to talk to a girl or whatever, and if she didn't call me back, that was like that's a no-go. You know what I'm saying? If I say, hey, I want to take you out on a date, and she don't go on a date, it's a no-go. You know what I'm saying? Or you stood me up once, it's a no-go. I ain't calling you back. I ain't dimming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, fuck that shit, you know?
It's like, since she was raised by females, she got those female tendencies. Mm-hmm. Like, you want to be sought after.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing wrong with that, like, shit. You know
yeah.
But that's what it's, when just listening to you, like,
yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's like, you saw your mama do these type of things the way you was raised.
Yeah.
You saw your mama do these to dudes, like, so you like, shit, bitch, like, that's like my mama get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to niggas and ISS with them and just get some bread, like, it's like everybody manipulates everybody.
Yeah.
Play on people, like,
yeah.
Like, like this nigga just like my con. He will give me $300 just me talking. Yeah. Like I don't have to do anything. Like
no,
and he cool with it. Like,
he was cool with it.
Like niggas buy conversations, buy everything.
Dang, yeah.
Humans and like they buy everything. Got the money. Like why not? You know what I'm saying? If I can't get nobody to conversate me and just make me feel a type of way just when I'm around you and I ain't not sexually attracted to you, like. And I see you can use $300 or you need $300 and I got it. Yeah. And I can just come over and just conversate with you and be in your presence. Like, some niggas will pay for that shit. Like, don't care about it not liking them. Like, shit.
I mean, I looked at it like, shit. Like, the way I took it was like, if a woman like a man, the man ain't got to do much.
No.
That's my point of view.
That's real shit.
That's like, I have no...
That's real shit. That's real shit.
That's
real shit.
Like, I mean, even from for me, be honest with you, like, even from a sexual standpoint, for me, like, people be like, you got no sign. Be like, nah, bro. If a woman really wanted to fuck me, bro, it wouldn't be much for that she have to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, I don't know, bro. It ain't.
But see, I hear you, but like, put yourself in the female shoes. Yeah, you thinking, it ain't much you gotta do. But she might be thinking it's a lot she gotta do just from society's standpoint. So I just can't say I wanna fuck this nigga. I do. I really do, but I just can't say it because I might be called this. I might be called that. Yeah. All these fucking things going like she might wanna say that. Like she might really wanna say like, nigga, I just wanna take you in this bathroom, you fucking been me fucking right now. Like, she might wanna say that, but it might like turn you off. She don't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might be one of them niggas that be like, damn, bitch, like, you don't even know me, bitch. Like, I don't even know where you been. Like, bitch, you might be, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I can understand, like...
Women point of view.
Yeah, and I can understand, like, if you put yourself, like, and you just start thinking of all scenarios why a woman wouldn't just come up and say, I want to fuck you.
And you know what I think is hilarious? I've never do that. I'm not one of those people, like, to be real with you.
Me either, bro.
I'll be 100 with you, because, like, this is where I think, like, shit kind of get weird to me. It's like, mother would be like, put yourself in their shoes, right? And I'd be like, nah, nigga, this is my life. And I know what the fuck I want. And I know how I want shit. I can't really figure that person out because, how do I say this? Like, it's my life. It's what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Selfish.
And I know, because
if you just like, it don't matter what they talking about. No matter what they situation they going, you want what they want. No matter what backlash on them. No matter what you like. Fucking, I want what I want. Fuck if it get you in trouble. Fuck if you get all this lash. I want what I want. If I get what I want, and I'm blessed. I don't give a fuck what you got going.
Yeah,
that's selfish. If you look at it like that's very
that's fucked up. I know. But I said this. I am a fuck.
You need to work on that, bro. Now you work on that one.
But that's the thing. I don't get it because it's like. It's your life. How can you live your life for somebody else if you're not? I don't get that.
But you can have sympathy. You would want just put your son in that situation. Would you want somebody to have sympathy for him? Yes.
What you mean?
if an older woman took advantage of your son and was just doing this and doing that for him and just threw him away like, bitch, I got feelings for you though. Like, nah, bitch, I just want to fuck your little young ass and give me some dick. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't want her like you wouldn't want somebody to have sympathy for your son. Like, bro, like my son is not even old enough to understand the games you playing on him right now. And you really fucking his life up. You doing this and then the third. Like, if you don't care about what the backlash can be of doing that shit, like, well, I understand it's your life and what you want, but you gotta think about what comes with that is how you go about getting it.
Let me put it to you like this. It's all about perspective.
Okay.
I wouldn't see that as, I would see it as the lady just talking about my son the game, honestly. Like,
you would see that. Yes, you putting it in a light way. You would see that if
she just basically showed him what the world is.
So what if he commits suicide by loving his girl and he's so deeply in love? Like, I'm telling you, bro, you saying you would feel because your son is gone now because you, and like, she didn't care. Like, she don't give a shit. She just like, I wanted some young dick. I don't give a fuck how you was feeling, bro.
Right.
Now you don't, he don't even have the chance to learn that mistake or because you pushed him to the point where, because I don't care about your feelings. I just care about what I want, and I got what I want. Throw away the trash.
I think, me personally, that if my son committed suicide, it would hurt me, right? But the thing of it is,
just put it in any other situation. You want to put it in any other, like, just take suicide, take the scenarios differently. Just any other thing, bro. Like,
but like, look at it. Like, the point that I'm finna make to you is this: like, I'm 30 years old right now. Mm-hmm. I've never had anything where I wanted to commit suicide or anything like that. So, but the point that I'm finna make is this: is that, like, I do feel like I'm strong enough to take anything and continue on, you know, and maybe that's not true because I haven't came up against something like that. But if I believe that and it hasn't happened yet, but I feel like at the end of the day, you know, that's life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I forgot my point I was gonna make, but I'm saying, like, the point that I'm trying to say is that, like, what I was saying was that I wouldn't want to commit suicide, and I may have not came up against something like that could make me commit suicide or make me feel that way like that or whatever. But hell, I can only hope and pray and wish that whatever I come up against, that I don't kill myself or take myself out or anything of that nature, right? With my son, you know, I would feel more, I wouldn't really too much trip off the lady. Because, like, once again, I feel like she pretty much taught my son the game. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't teach him nothing if he died. If she didn't, like, if she didn't, what did she teach him? Like, what are you teaching him about the game? You teaching him that there's some people out here that ain't gonna give a shit about you?
Yes. That's real.
But you couldn't, like...
That's real.
But I'm saying, like, okay, that's real.
That's real.
But it's ways to go about it. Yeah. It's ways to go about that shit, like, without just... Like, if you see a person, like, that's what I think, bro, like, I just from knowing you, bro, like, I think if you saw somebody in need of help or they needed, like, something, or it was something you were doing to them that affected the way it was gonna fuck their life up in some kind of way, you wouldn't do it, bro.
I would leave them alone.
Cause that's what I'm saying. You do have, like, so when you say, like, I just want what I want no matter what, I don't think you really, like, in, like, the literal, you don't really, like,
you taking it,
I'm taking it literal, like, like, I don't think
what I'm trying to say is this, like, bro, honestly, let me be honest with you. So, if